Have you ever wondered how big companies manage their workforce without getting tangled in a web of legal forms and tax filings? Or maybe you're a small business owner, and the thought of hiring your first employee versus bringing on a freelance contractor feels like navigating a minefield? You've heard the terms W-2 employees and 1099 contractors. You know they're different, but when it comes to the nitty-gritty of payroll, benefits, and compliance, the details can get blurry fast. That's where a platform like Justworks comes in. It's designed to be your HR and payroll co-pilot, but how exactly does it handle these two distinct types of workers? The distinction is more than just a different tax form. It's about the fundamental relationship you have with your team members, and the responsibilities that come with each one. Today, we're diving deep into the world of W-2 versus 1099, and we're going to use Justworks as our guide. We'll explore the key differences, the specific features Justworks offers for each, and how it helps you stay compliant and sane, no matter who you're paying. By the end of this, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of how to manage your team effectively, and you'll know exactly what Justworks brings to the table. Let's start with the big one, the cornerstone of traditional employment, the W-2 employee. A W-2 employee is your classic team member. Think of the person who shows up to your office every day, works a set schedule, and follows your direction on how, where, and when they do their work. They are an integral part of your company's staff. From a compliance perspective, the relationship is defined by a high degree of control. You, the employer, control the means and methods of their work. And with that control comes a lot of responsibility. You're responsible for withholding and paying payroll taxes, like Social Security and Medicare. You have to handle federal and state income tax withholding. You're also on the hook for things like unemployment insurance and workers' compensation. On top of all that, you're typically offering benefits, things like health insurance, retirement plans, and paid time off. This is a heavy administrative burden, and it's why platforms like Justworks exist in the first place. When you bring a W-2 employee onto Justworks, the platform becomes a total game changer. The onboarding process is streamlined. New hires can enter all their personal and tax information directly into the system. No more paper forms, no more W-4s getting lost in a pile. But the real magic happens behind the scenes. Justworks takes on the role of a professional employer organization, or PEO, and this is crucial for W-2 employees. As a PEO, Justworks becomes the employer of record for tax and insurance purposes, meaning it handles all the complex stuff. It automatically calculates and withholds all the necessary payroll taxes. It files and pays those taxes to the correct government agencies, both federal and state. This isn't a manual process you have to double-check every payroll period. It's all automated. Justworks also manages the end-of-year tax forms, generating and distributing W-2s to your employees and filing them with the IRS. For a small business owner, this is huge. It completely removes the stress of tax compliance and the risk of costly penalties for errors. Beyond payroll, Justworks gives W-2 employees access to big company benefits. We're talking about comprehensive health, dental, and vision insurance plans from top carriers, 401k retirement plans, and even commuter benefits. This is a massive selling point for attracting and retaining talent, and it's something many small businesses simply couldn't afford to offer on their own. The PEO model pools the employees of all its clients, giving small companies the buying power of a large enterprise. This means better benefits at more affordable rates. Justworks also provides a suite of HR tools for W-2 employees. It has time tracking, which is essential for managing hourly workers and ensuring compliance with labor laws. It has a centralized document center where employees can access their pay stubs and other important documents. It even handles things like PTO management, making it easy for employees to request time off and for managers to approve it. In short, for a W-2 employee, Justworks creates a professional, organized, and benefit-rich experience that makes them feel like they're working for a company that has its act together. Now, let's pivot to the other side of the coin, the 1099 contractor. An independent contractor is a completely different beast. They are self-employed. You don't control how they do their work, their schedule, or where they work. You're hiring them for a specific service or project, and they use their own tools and methods to get the job done. Think of a freelance graphic designer you hire for a logo, or a content writer you pay per article. They are essentially their own business. Because of this, your administrative and legal responsibilities are fundamentally different. You do not withhold taxes from their pay. They are responsible for paying their own federal and state income taxes, as well as their self-employment taxes, which include Social Security and Medicare. You also don't provide them with benefits, and you don't have to worry about things like unemployment insurance or workers' comp. This is where worker misclassification becomes a huge risk. If you treat a contractor like an employee, telling them when to work, how to work, and providing them with your tools, you could be on the hook for back taxes, penalties, and legal fees. Justworks helps you navigate this by clearly defining the worker type from the moment you add them to the platform. For 1099 contractors, Justworks streamlines the payment and tax reporting process. When you add a contractor, you simply enter their information, including their W-9 tax form details. Justworks then manages all their payments. You can pay them as often as needed, and the platform keeps a running tally of all payments made throughout the year. This is where the year-end process becomes incredibly simple. Justworks automatically generates and files the necessary 1099 forms, specifically Form 1099 NEC, which is used for non-employee compensation. It files these forms with the IRS and sends a copy to the contractor, ensuring you meet your legal obligations. It even allows you to add any payments you made to a contractor outside of the platform, so the final 1099 form is accurate and complete. This is a huge time saver and a major compliance safeguard. The Justworks platform also gives contractors a simplified experience. They get their own portal where they can manage their payment information, view payment history, and access their 1099 forms. It keeps everything in one place, making it easy for them to track their income for tax season. And for you, the business owner, it means you can manage your entire workforce, employees and contractors, from a single dashboard, without having to use different systems or spreadsheets. So, to recap the core differences in how Justworks handles each. For W-2 employees, Justworks is a full-service PEO. It handles everything: payroll tax withholding, remittance, and filing, end-of-year W-2s, and provides access to benefits like health insurance and retirement plans. It takes the employer's administrative burden and compliance risk almost entirely off your plate. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.